Hello, hello. Hope everyone is enjoying today. It's actually quite nice outside. We have like 20 something degrees. 27 degrees, mate, for a Wednesday. This is bloody amazing. Okay. Should I close that door? Give me a second. Actually, not yet. So, I'm gonna be too slow, so I'll just leave it like that. I'm not gonna stay that long. Of course, like always, I am very late with work. Quote of the day. Whew. What am I doing? Quote of the day is: if you're waiting for a sign, this is me flipping you off until you start. So get off your ass, start doing whatever you want to do, or I'll do it again. That's about it. Let's add this to stage and see what the algorithm is going to show us today.
I'm sorry I told you to shut the fuck up. But maybe if you weren't such a fucking ass. Nope, that is. I lost my temper and was just trying to get you to hear me because you won't fucking let me finish a sentence.
Hey, the difference is our parents used to actually finish those sentences, yeah? So it's like,
That's not it. I'm sorry I told you to shut the fuck up. I lost my temper and lost control of my emotions because I'm sick and fucking tired of having the same guy. Oh! That's not what we did. Okay, we've been in therapy for fucking years. We can do that. It'd just be fucking easier if he wasn't such a cunt. We don't call our children cunts. But he is a cunt. He can be a cunt. Your 13-year-old is not. He is a kind of.
just be proud with your cunt. Be honest with yourself. I think a lot of parents are going through this shit, especially when they're, but even when they're younger, man. I don't know if you have to wait until they become. Look at my t-shirt. Wait, cool. Really old t-shirt, but I love it. Being a millennial who was never taught emotional regulation by our own boomer parents. What emotional regulation? My dad used to get beat up just because it was any kind of day. It didn't really matter. My mom exactly the same, so it's like bullshit. Okay, we're mean, but at least we apologize for it. That really doesn't make shit better. As long as we don't actually learn how to control that shit, that's kind of the same shit. Millennials already having teens. Yeah, the ones that started early. There's not that many of them, but they're the ones that started really early.
So I'm a kind of what?
Personal instructor, fitness instructor, weird Tai Chi massage shit. What kind of worker is she? Anyone? The audience?
Worker. And something that makes me so sad, my clients, they have to text me to make a booking. And part of my screening process is they have to send me a face photo. And a lot of them freak out because they're like, oh my God, like, what if you don't like what I look like?
She's selective. Okay, that's good. But if she is she does it better than I do. Worker. Why would you be stressed about the way you look if you know you're gonna pay for a service?
Or if I'm too old or I'm ugly or I'm too hairy or overweight or, these are the things that they say. And I say, don't worry about it at all. First of all, the photo has nothing to do with your looks. It's purely for my safety. It's kind of a way of many ways that I
So if she goes missing, at least we know we have to look for this fucker. Okay, good.
implement to identify a client. So if something happens, I can go to the police and say, well, this is who you're after. It's not the only way I do it, but it's one of many. The other thing is, like, I'm not doing this booking for my own personal.
how things have evolved. I don't know how many of you remember that. Okay, it's like at least stories of just going on the street, finding her, finding the bush, doing the deed, going home. What picture, what ID, what finding by the police, what you didn't even know. She didn't know how you look. You weren't 100% sure that she was a he or he was a she or whatever the fudge that was. So it's like back in the day.
Satisfaction. I'm there to work. And so, like any worker, I want to do a good job, right? Like, I have integrity. I want to be good at what I do. So,
She has Google reviews as well, and of course, you can always send donations.
I'm really focusing on my client's pleasure, not my own. So, it really doesn't matter to me what someone looks like as long as they're, hygienic.
Yeah, that makes sense. That completely makes sense. It would be weird if it was like, yeah, I'm a worker, but I need to be really, really selective. So are you 6.69? What's your bank account? It's like, no, mate, this is the bill. Take a shower, go, do your business, move on. Good on her. She gets a like.
Sorry, guys, I'm still shaking. The weirdest thing happened to me, and I just need to bring awareness because it's scary. A few weeks ago, I saw a video about something called Devil's Breath, where they basically, these thieves, these robbers will hypnotize you, and then you willingly give them your money or you willingly give them your phone, whatever. And they'll basically come in with some sort of drug or something, and they'll make you dizzy, right? And
Okay, I would believe more the part with the drug rather than the hypnotize.
sent this video to my sister because I was skeptical. I was like, this is clearly fake. And today I'm on the train. This is the first stop, so the train is fairly empty. The previous train had just left a few seconds earlier, so I was one of the first people that got on the train. So I sat down and had the whole carriage to myself. Now, a few minutes later, I noticed somebody walking very slowly, and I look up because I'm thinking, she's walking very slowly. What's going on? And when I look up, I realize that she's staring at my direction. She's wearing sunglasses. It's a South Asian woman, early 40s. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, she must be a tourist and she must be.
Oh, okay, really, 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 really long story to tell me what that she got. Okay, guys, be careful. Yeah, shitloads of drugs, shitloads of shit everywhere.
When you really think about it, the only reason that marriages last so long is because men have to put up with women's BS. Not only do they have to put up with all of the BS that women, spew out that they go through, they're hormonal, they're unhappy, they're sad, they want bigger boobs, they want smaller boobs, they want to be fatter, they want to be skinnier. One day they're depressed, one day they're not depressed. They want
No, one day they're depressed, one day they're depressed less.
more money, they want less money, they want him to stay home, they want him to work more, they want.
Literally, I literally had that. Ooh, I want us to go on holidays. I want us to go on holidays. I want us to go on holidays. You don't take me out on holidays. We don't travel anymore. We don't travel anymore. Why are you always at work? But you said you want to travel, so in order to travel, I need to go to work. Why do I need to go to work? To make the money. What do I make the money? In order to travel. With who? With you. With you. But you work too much. I can't see you anymore. Well, you start working then. And pitch in. And I'll work less.
Want him to do all of these things, and along the way he will change everything about himself to please a woman, to make it work, only for her to use it as the exact reason why she divorces him later. You mean to tell me that man gets screamed at every single day about not helping with the chores, not helping with the kids? She's bitching about being a stay-at-home mom, but she'll.
And even if she tries doing something, she's gonna say it's wrong. Wrong. Always wrong.
She'll never ask him to stay home. She'll never ask him to change roles and him stay home with the kids, and she goes to work to see how it feels to work a 60.
Oh, lady, it's okay. I am volunteering. I can be a homemaker because now there's like a job description, yeah? I can be a homemaker. No problem. You go do your thing. I support you. I want myself an independent, strong woman.
hour work week. She'll nag, she'll complain, she'll withhold sex, she'll be on Snapchat with different dudes claiming how unhappy she is. She'll be passive aggressive, she'll be mean, she'll talk down to him. She will actually essentially be checked out of the relationship, and people will make excuses for her being checked out of the relationship the entire time, even though.
Oh, yes, it's the whole thing, the whole shebang. Fellas, stay single. There is no benefits in being married. We can't win. I've changed to what you want and then got cheated on with a guy that was doing what I was doing prior. That's sad. That's literally sad. I'm sorry, Nate, mate. Try to find the prior yourself. This was my exact situation. I'd still be in an unhappy relationship if she didn't find out I was cheating. Okay, that was a bit twist of situation there. When we got divorced, I was driving shutters between a ski area and an airport, which had me commuting an hour each way, 14 hours days in total, crossing over mountains, passes, blah, 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 blah. Okay, got home at 4 a.m. She said my job wasn't hard. Her karma for that was she ended up being a 9/11 dispatcher, night shifts, okay, for some area, and got calls for all of the accidents. Some facilities, okay, I don't get this shit, fine. It's a really sad story, though, for the 9/11. Ooh.
So the only reason that the relationship lasted as long as it did is because he took the time to fix things along the way that she was unhappy with. And as he fixed things, the goalposts kept changing, so nothing he ever did was good enough. Men are essentially tying themselves down to women. And
okay, she's very angry, but yeah, she does have a point. I'm only talking from my personal experience, and yeah, most of the shit that she just said happened to me in a way or another, and you can't really blame it on them either. You have to take a responsibility and say stop. Just say stop. And if you're waiting for a sign, and say stop.
And who would you say is your favourite political party at the moment?
None of them. They're all fucking shite. Every single last one of them.
Sorry, apologies for the language there. And what do you think of the National Health Service at the moment?
It's a fucking piss take. I'm ill 4 times a year and I've got more chance of getting shagged than I have getting an appointment.
Right, back to
Did you guys... She has more chances getting shagged. And I think she was referring to sex.
you in the studio. Firstly, what do you think of the immigration situation right now?
It's a fucking joke. We can't look after our own people, yet those fuckers are flying through the border.
Right. And what's something that annoys
Hey, they're not flying. They're coming with boats. Yeah.
you about Britain?
And on the NHS, I've been waiting for like a procedure on my nose, like a deviated septum and bullshit. So they told me last year in September, I think, something. They told me, yeah, we're gonna do the surgery. Now in June, I had the pre-assessment for the actual surgery, and now I have to wait for an opening for the surgery. So it's gonna be like 1 year, maybe 1 year something, until I finally do it. So yeah, I do have more chances for getting shagged
right now.
I want my fucking pension and winter fuel payments back, that's what.
Right, thank you for that.
Mate, the cost of rent is a fucking joke. I've got more chance of growing another pair of tits than ever buying a house.
Right, thank you for that.
I think you have implants for that. And I'm not sure if this is actually AI. Yes. Yeah, it's AI generated, but yeah.
Sir, what's frustrating you most about Britain at the moment?
It's been impossible to survive. Everything in this shithole costs a fucking fortune now.
Oh, sorry about the language there.
And what do you make of the British weather these days?
Fucking shit. Always has been. Cold, wet, miserable. It's like living in a damp sock. I've seen sunnier funerals.
And how do you feel about council tax at the moment?
Fucking robbery. You pay a fortune every month and can't even get a copper to show up when you're getting burgled.
Apologies for that language. Live TV. Let's move on. And who would you say is your...
Amazing. But I think that's actually the way people feel at the moment. It's cool. I really needed that.
That didn't happen. And if it did, it's not that bad. And if it was, it's not a big deal. And if it is, it's not my fault. And if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did, you made me do it. Checkmate. I win.
Okay, last one, and I'm going back to work. Need to pick up the kid. We're going to the park. It's like the weather is amazing, so I don't want to waste it.
If you flirt with me and I'm attracted to you, incredible. Shoot your shot. I mean, who wouldn't? And if you flirt with me and I'm not attracted to you, what are you, a freaking pervert? And what am I? A piece of meat? And if I flirt with you, no matter what, you're welcome.
This is exactly why so many good.
A moment of silence. That's all she needs. A moment of silence, ignorance, and fuck off.
Men are no longer approaching women because either one, they have experienced this exact situation themselves, or two, women are just telling this to men, just like this lady, and men are listening. And that's the thing about good men, is that they respect women and they want to know their...
Wait. We respect women. And we respect HR as well, definitely. So it's like these two things put together, even worse.
opinions, and they will modify their behavior based on what women are telling them. So because those men are good men and they're trying to listen to do the right thing, they are no longer approaching because of what women are telling them. What a lot of women don't realize they're doing is by putting out this message is that they're actually keeping the good men from approaching them, and they're
but that's called natural selection.
Causing the men that don't care about listening to women to approach them. That is why women are the ones that need to realize this. They need to realize that how attracted they are to a man does not determine whether or not that man is creepy. It's really that simple.
I think I've said this before. So it's like situation in a restaurant. A general manager gets complaints from two waitresses, whatever, about one of the guys working there. Basically, the dude had, let's say, very friendly demeanor. He was hugging and bullshit and blah, 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 blah. And the girls or the ladies started complaining about it. And the fact of the matter was that he was old. It wasn't the fact that he was friendly. The same type of attitude, the same type of vibe was in the whole group, but he being older, it became creepy. I don't know if that makes sense. What pissed me off the most was like none of them actually had it was like, just tell the guy, bro, I don't feel comfortable in this kind of things. Just like, I'm not a hugging person. I don't give a shit. Why go complain if the guy doesn't even know? He's not doing it intentional. It's definitely no sexual implication, no nothing. It's not like he's groping you or any kind of bullshit. He's not talking badly. He's not doing anything. The guy has a wife, a kid at home. Why fuck him over? Just because you think he's creepy because he's older than you? Sad. Any woman that flirts with me, I just think that they're being nice. Nothing less, nothing more. Yes, agreed. Unfortunately, it's actually true and how some women truly feel. Sad, but I'm more interested in the woman's opinion, just for Emily King. It's mostly guys that respond, of course. How do we know which one are we? This is up to a woman. Yeah, it changes, man. You can meet the same woman 3 days in a row, and every time you get a different reaction, you never know. You never know. Okay. It really is that simple. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Let's not forget. Get a move on, and see you tomorrow. Love you all.